So in the last lecture we have read about the Euclid divisor lemma and have done some problems. So we are continuing with the Euclid divisor lemma. First problem. Prove that one of every three consecutive integers is divisible by 3. Divisible by 3. Now solution. Let 3 consecutive positive integers are n plus 1, n plus 2. Let n equal to 3q plus r, where r equal to 0, 1, 2. Now case first, when r equal to 0, n equal to 3q, n plus 1 equal to 3q plus 1, and n plus 2 equal to 3q plus 2. So from these three, only 3q is divisible by 3. So n is divisible by 3. N is divisible by. So out of these three, n plus 1, n plus 2, only n equal to 3q is divisible by 3. Now case second. Now when r equal to 1, n equal to 3q plus 1, n plus 1 will be equal to 3q plus 2, and n plus 2 equal to 3q plus 3. So n plus 2 equal to 3q plus 3 is divisible by 3. Divisible by 3. Now case third. When r equal to 2, n equal to 3q plus 2, n plus 1 equal to 3q plus 3, and n plus 2 will be equal to 3q plus 4. So from these three, n plus 1 and n plus 2, n plus 1 equal to 3q plus 3. So n plus 1 equal to 3q plus 3 is divisible by 3. So therefore one of every three consecutive integers is divisible by 3. Is divisible by. Next problem. In fact, next topic, this is Euclid division algorithm. Euclid division algorithm. Euclid division algorithm. Now first of all we will discuss about the algorithm. What is algorithm? Algorithm. So algorithm is a series of well-defined steps which provides a procedure of calculation repeated successfully. So this is a series of well-defined steps, which provides a procedure
of calculation repeated
successively. So this is a series of well-defined steps which provides a procedure of calculation repeated successively. Now come to the Euclid division algorithm. So statement of Euclid division algorithm. Now statement is, if A and B are positive integers such that A equal to BQ plus R, then every common divisor of A and B, every common divisor of A and B is a common divisor of B and now proof of this Euclid division algorithm. Let C be a common divisor of A and B. Then C divides A. Which implies that A will be equal to CQ1. Now C divides B. Again, which implies that B equal to CQ2. Now it is given that A equal to BQ plus R. This is Euclid division lemma. A equal to BQ plus R. So A is CQ1, B is CQ2. So CQ2Q plus R. Therefore R equal to CQ1 minus CQ2Q. Now C is common, so Q1 minus Q2Q. It means C divides R. So C is a common divisor of B and R. C is a common divisor of B and R. Now C is a common divisor of A and B, and C is a common divisor of B and R. So every common divisor of A and B is a common divisor of B and R. So this is the proof of this Euclid division algorithm. Now application of Euclid division algorithm. So it helps to compute the highest common factor of two given positive integers. So Euclid's division algorithm. Is used to compute the क्या दिक्कत आ रही है?
किस चीज में
लिख नहीं रहा।
लिख नहीं रहा।
हाँ
सर ये ना ये इस एरिया में मत लिखो, इस एरिया में लिखो।
नहीं लिखेगा तो सही करवाओ यार, ऐसे कैसे काम चलेगा, ऐसे कैसे याद रहेगा।
तो यहाँ से नया क्वेश्चन स्टार्ट करोगे सर आप?
नहीं ये लिखना है,
हाँ
लिखना है ये, इसको यहाँ से हटा दो, अगली वाली सीट पर आ जाता है। वो तो हर एक में ऐसे ही होगा। Now Euclid division algorithm is also an algorithm. Now Euclid division algorithm, Euclid division algorithm Euclid division algorithm is also an algorithm, is an algorithm to compute the highest common factor, to compute the highest common factor HCF of two given positive integer, of two given positive integers. Now some problems on Euclid division algorithm. Use Euclid division algorithm. Use Euclid's division algorithm. Division algorithm to find the HCF of, to find the HCF of 75 and 243, 75 and 243. Now solution. So 243 can be written as 75 multiplied by 3 plus 18. So 75 can be written as 18 multiplied by 4 plus 3, and 18 can be written as 3 multiplied by 6 plus 0. So we have got the remainder 0 here. So 3 is the HCF of 75 and 243. 3 is the HCF of 75 and 243. Next problem. If the HCF of 408 and 1032 is expressible in the form of 1032m minus 408 into 5 multiplied by 5, then find n. Now solution. Now we have to find the HCF of 408 and 1032. HCF of 408 and 1032. So 1032, this is equal to 408 multiplied by 2 plus 216. Now 408 can be written as 216 into 1 plus 192. So 216 is equal to 192 multiplied by 1 plus 24. 192 equal to 24 multiplied by 8 plus 0. Therefore 24 is the SCF of 408 and 1032. Now it is given that SCF is equal to 1032m minus 408 into 5. So this is SCF is 24. So this is equal to 1032m minus this will be equal to 2040. So 1032m will be equal to 2040 plus 24. So this is equal to 1032m equal to 2064. Therefore m equal to 2. So the value of m is 2. Now next problem. Find the SCF of 81 and 237 and express it as a linear combination of 81 and 237. Now solution for this. Now we have to find the SCF of 81 and 237. So 237 can be written as 81 multiplied by 2 plus 75. Now 81 can be written as 75 multiplied by 1 plus 6. Now 75 is equal to 6 multiplied by 12 plus 3. So 6 equal to 3 multiplied by 2 plus 0. So in this step we have got 0. So the SCF of 81 and 237 is 3. Now we have to find the linear combination of 81 and 237. For this we have to go in backward direction from this step. Linear combination of 81 and 237. So we have to go in backward direction from this step. So from this step we can write 3 will be equal to, because 3 is the SCF, so 3 can be written as 75 minus 6 multiplied by 12. Now 6 can be written as 75 minus, now from this step 6 can be written as 85 minus 75, and from this step 6 can be written as 81 minus 75 multiplied by 12. So by solving it, 75 minus 81 multiplied by 12 plus 75 multiplied by 12. So this is equal to 75 multiplied by 13. So here 12 times and here 1 time. So this will become 75 multiplied by 13 minus 81 multiplied by 12. Now from the first step, 75 can be written as 237 minus 81 multiplied by 2 multiplied by 13 minus 81 multiplied by 12. So 3 can be written as 237 multiplied by 13 minus 81 multiplied by 26 minus 81 multiplied by 12. So this will be equal to 3 is equal to 237 multiplied by 13 minus 81 multiplied by 38. So this is the linear combination of 81 and 237. So HCF can be written as the linear combination of 81 and 230. Now next problem. Two tankers contains 850 liters and 680 liters of petrol respectively. Find the maximum capacity. Find the maximum capacity of a container which can measure the petrol of either tanker in exact number of times. Now solution for this. Now we have to find the maximum capacity of container which can measure the petrol of either tanker in exact number of times. Now for finding out the maximum capacity of a container, so maximum capacity of a container is equal to HCF of 850 liters and 680 liters. So we are finding the HCF of 850 liters and 680 liters by using the Euclidean algorithm. So 850 equal to 680 multiplied by 1 plus 170. So 680 can be written as 170 multiplied by 4 plus 0. So therefore HCF of 850 and 680 is 170. So maximum capacity of container is to measure the petrol of either tanker this is equal to 170 liters.